death race in itself. When you got the script, I mean, are you a fan of this genre? Did you see the original?
No, I haven't seen the original. I haven't seen this one either. So I mean, they'll both come as a surprise to me when I see them.
You're in for quite a fun, violent.
Well, that's what I was like. You know, I'd much rather see them after we'd done all this hype about it. Because if I'd seen it and I hadn't liked it, what the hell would I have to talk about? You know, I talk about the experience. You view the film. I made the film. I didn't make the film for me to see it. You make a film so other people watch it and they can comment on it. You know, whatever. That's fine by me. Now, so if you liked it, that's cool.
When you did get the script, though, what was it about this story that was kind of fun for you that you wanted to? You know?
Well, the character's good. You know, it's fun. It's a good classic character who sort of is there in prison. You know, is there in prison. The guy, sort of a la Morgan Freeman kind of guy, who's like, you know, the wise soul who's been there. He prefers being in there, knows what it's about. He's the chance to leave, but he doesn't. He chooses to be in a milieu that he knows about. He feels safer in there, and he loves this game, and he runs this game basically. I always thought in the script maybe he was a double agent, you know, that he was really a tool of the governor, the evil Joan Allen, but he's not in the end. He's a good guy, so that's good. That was kind of nice.
Are you a car aficionado at all?
Not particularly. I mean, I like cars. I like seeing pretty cars, but I'm not a freak about cars. No, not at all.
Now, when they give you a tool, and it's like, what's the kind of training that they give you that you're like?
They didn't give me any training. But they pay me. Hey, you're an actor. I didn't do that in the film, Stevie. Now, come
I don't know.
Did I do that in the film? No. No, I won't be nice to you if you do that. I promise I'll be nice. No, I don't know. You know, no, I mean, you pick out things, you know, you pick out things in a movie to do. You play a mechanic, as long as they don't do any scenes with you. I mean, can you imagine if you play a mechanic, the most boring thing they'd have you do was change a tire? And the tires, if you change a tire while you're doing Shakespeare, that might be interesting. But, you know, you're not going to be asked to do anything deeply mechanical, otherwise they'd have hired a mechanic to do it. But you're an actor, so as long as you look the part, that's real. You know, look like a grease monkey.
Getting Jason, working with him, and I mean, he's such a. It seems like he's a go-to guy these days for.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Well, he is an athlete. You know, he's an ex-diver. He knows his shit. He knows his body. He looks good. He's a nice guy to work with, and we had a good time together. Yeah, it's cool.
And then working with Paul, like, what is he?
Well, Paul again. This is his genre. You know, action movies. He's done a few of them. He's invented. I mean, he knows what he's doing. Obviously, he knows what he's doing. You know, so it was good. Yeah.
Did you? I mean, was this considered a lighthearted romp for you, or was this actually very difficult?
No, it wasn't difficult. It wasn't difficult. No, it was light-hearted romp. No, I mean, it's when you're doing it. When you do a movie like this, it's as serious as doing anything else. But it's certainly they're quite. I mean, they're boring in a way to do because they're so technical. Some of these sequences. In terms of, like, you know, it's like being at school. Everybody shut up while they says, because if you're doing, you know, it's expensive. Working with cars, working with explosions, working with split-second timing. So quite often you're sort of part of a big night. You know, everybody shuts up and then the assistant director counts down the time and they do the scene. So it's like, everybody waiting for the, you know, fun. It's much more difficult and much. Except when you're doing emotional scenes, like we had the scenes to do talking about his wife and that. That's more fun, but that's easier. But it's difficult. Doing the technical stuff is always much more boring and rigid, and you know, you feel like you're in school. You know?
Now, you brought this film to Comic-Con, and was this your first time to this experience? What was the panel like, and what was the fan response?
The panel was very. It's very. Well, you go out there, I don't know, with 6,500 people talking, and the question that comes up is some 10-year-old kid comes up and says, Mr. Statham, how is Crank 2 going? You know, and I said, you know, how the hell did you get in to see Crank 1? You're about 9 years old, you know, which is interesting. And I'm looking forward to, you know, just, was it Transporter 3? And you go, how the hell have you seen Transporter 1 and 2? Your parents should be ashamed of themselves. Take this child home. Mine, they're dressed as Wookiees, so what's the difference? I mean, you don't know. People up here are very weird. It's a very strange place to be.
Must be fun to watch from the other side of the table.
Yes, it is. I'm glad I'm on the other side.
Nice talking to you.
And you, Stevie.